One of my most profound convictions of life is that great leaders are great learners. Hello, I'm Mark Rutland. I serve as the Executive Director and President for the National Institute of Christian Leadership. And I want to personally invite you to come and take part in a learning experience that I promise you will change everything. In fact, the partnership that I have with Ministry Today magazine, we have agreed, Steve Strang and I have agreed to make a money-back guarantee. If you are not satisfied with the teaching and the course that you take through the NICL, then we will refund your money. We have hundreds and hundreds of graduates from all over the world, in fact, not just across the United States, but internationally as well. And not one person has ever asked for their money back. Let me describe it to you. First of all, it's a process of teaching on highly pragmatic issues relative to life and leadership that are transferable concepts. Certainly, most of the students that we have are ministry-oriented, pastors or presidents or executive officers of NGOs or staff of church. But we also have a considerable number of business people who take it for the business leadership and management aspect. We deal with things like structure, hiring, firing, how to assemble the right team, how to get the right employee in the right slot, how to get the best of people, quality management, striving for excellence, church growth, turnaround leadership, and a whole host of other very pragmatic issues. When to borrow money, whether to borrow money, and how to pay it off and raise the money once you have borrowed it. Things like that. Of course, one part of the program is about preaching and worship. I hope that you will join me for this. I do all the teaching, and I do all the teaching live. This is not a video course. I hope that you will join me. We keep the classes small, and I like a lot of interaction, questions and responses from me, and I hope that it will be practical, right where you are, and applicable to your place of leadership. Now let me talk to you about a change in the format that we have come up with this year in order to make it more accessible to more people. The NICL is taught in 3 different venues. The entire program is taught in each of those 3. In other words, you can go to all 3 of them, or you can do the whole program at each of those places. One is at Gainesville, Georgia, at the Free Chapel Church, where Jensen Franklin is the lead pastor. One is at the Charisma headquarters in Lake Mary, Florida. And one is at Sojourn Church in Dallas, Texas. The ones in Florida and Dallas are taking a new format this year that I think will make it easier and more accessible for some people. And that is the form of an intensive. So the program is 3 courses, plus the course on ministry and worship. So the first 3 courses are all taught in 1 week. So when I say intensive, I mean intensive. It starts Monday, it goes right through to Friday, and it's all day, every day, very intense. One person said it's kind of like trying to get a drink out of a fire hose. And I know that it's going to be intense, but it will allow you to come and do the whole course without having to travel 3 times. That will happen in Dallas and in Florida. All 4 sections will be taught at Free Chapel in Gainesville. So you can do it in 4 sessions scattered over the space of a year, or you can do the first 3 in the intensives in Dallas and in Florida. Then the 4th session will be taught in all 3 places, and that 4th session on preaching and worship is free. We hope that you'll come and be a part of it. Bring anyone with you that you like. You need to pre-register, of course, because space is limited in all 3 venues. So let me just go through it one more time. Session 4, which can be session 1 if you want to do it that way, you can start with that, is on preaching and worship. Now let me talk about worship for a moment because I want to make sure you understand exactly what it is. I'm not teaching your worship leader how to do key changes. It's talking about alignment. Does your worship at your church, does it do what you want it to do? Does it do what you think it's doing? And is it in alignment with the entire philosophy of leadership and ministry at your church? That's the kind of thing we're talking about. It's been of tremendous interest to the worship and pastoral teams that have attended. So that will be taught in all 3 locations, Monday starting at 1 o'clock to Wednesday noon. That can be taken anywhere, and it's free for as many people as you bring and pre-register. Then if you want the rest of the course, you want to get the certification and the educational benefit, you have to either take the intensive or the other 3 sections at Free Chapel. Now let me just talk to you about the educational benefit. You do not have to have any educational requirement to attend. We're not asking questions whether you have a bachelor's degree or a master's degree or a GED. You're welcome to attend. We believe it'll be useful to you no matter what you bring to the course. However, if you have a bachelor's degree and you would like to go on and pursue a master's degree, we now have multiple universities that will give you a whole year toward your master's degree, a Master of Arts in Pastoral Leadership or Practical Theology, whatever that university calls it. They'll have a 3-year master's degree program, and they will write off the first year if you attend the NICL, any of the people that attend with you. So think about what that means to you financially. You, your spouse, your team, for the price of the registration, they will all receive credit at a substantial university. Or Roberts University is one of those. Southeastern University in Lakeland, Florida is one of those. King's University in Dallas, Texas. The Church of God Seminary in Cleveland, Tennessee is one. And Richmont Graduate University here in Atlanta, Georgia, and others. In fact, if you would like an MBA, Southeastern University's business department has a 36-hour MBA, and they will give you 12 hours for attending the leadership management portion of the NICL. That's a great endorsement from multiple universities of the depth and quality of this program. I hope I'll see you there. I hope that you will come and gain all that it will do in your life and in your leadership. Our hundreds of graduates from all over the United States and countries such as Dubai and Brunei and Israel and Australia and Myanmar have come from all over the world to attend the NICL. And I'd be honored to see you there. I would consider it a delight. I know this is going to be a life-changing and leadership-empowering course for you. Join me at the National Institute of Christian Leadership.